The Splitgate 2 open beta has arrived and the game is here to stay. There will be no downtime between the open beta and launch of Season 1, which is going to happen much sooner than many people are expecting since the open beta battle pass ends this week. Put 2 and 2 together and the official Splitgate 2 launch is likely happening very soon. 1047 Games just happens to be a partner at the Summer Game Fest this week, so I'm expecting something big there. Anyway, in this video, we're going to give you a variety of Splitgate 2 tips and tricks to ensure that you maximize your potential as a Splitgate 2 player, win as many games as you can, racking up kills and controlling objectives. We're going to cover everything from settings to give you more control over your character, portal strategies, weapon tips, practice methods, and more. So let's get started. Alright, so now we're going to go over a couple things in the settings that you should be looking for in Splitgate 2, and I'm going to focus specifically on the PC version of the game because that's what I play, but most of these tips also apply to the console versions. Graphics on console, you don't have to worry about too much, obviously, that's all predetermined, but with that said, I play on 103, I max my field of view in virtually every FPS that I play. That's personal preference. I have a really high-end rig, so all my settings could just be high or ultra. But if you want to maximize your frames per second, you know, I have an FPS limit of 144 because that's my limit on my monitor anyway. The things to remember are, if you're going to be playing Onslaught, the big team mode, then you're probably going to want view distance on high if you can, so you can hit those longer shots with the sniper, or when you're moving off of a portal pad very long distance. That's important. All this other stuff like shadows, lights, reflection, you can turn down. They don't really matter. But the big thing to focus on, portal frame rate and portal quality. These are important. You want to leave these high, assuming your computer can run it, because when you're looking through a portal, you want to be able to see what's on the other side at high quality and high frame rate. If you're turning those down, you're actually losing some frames or whatever when you look through a portal. You might not see a player crossing by it. You might miss a shot because of it. So when it comes to graphics settings, that's something to focus on. Next up is your actual input, and this applies to PC and console. To customize your controls, it took me a minute to find it actually, but you go to your settings, you go to input, then you click custom controls right here. I'm not really going to tell you, whatever is your preference is your preference, but kind of going back to like Splitgate 1, a lot of us got really used to having separate control of your portals, right? Being able to, right now the game by default, you can just use one button and kind of like, it's called like smart portaling, I think. But if you want separate portals, so to control which portal you're moving, kind of like in the old, Splitgate 1, I believe it was Q and E to swap back and forth. So you kind of have more control over which portal you're moving. That's right here, the create portal left and create portal right keybinds. So here's your, right now by default, create portals E is singular and Z is close. But you can actually do, that closes both. You can make separate keybinds for all of them. That's pretty important, especially if you're going to play competitively or high-end. All right, so let's take a minute to talk about portals in general, okay? Obviously, they're integral to Splitgate's gameplay. There's certain modes, you could probably get away with not portaling a lot in deathmatch, so on and so forth, or if you're gonna just play defense. But we all know Splitgate's about portals, is what makes it unique, creates amazing moments, outplaying opponents. So it's important, and there's a lot of different things to cover. I'm not gonna cover them all. Many of them are covered in Splitgate's tutorial. Basic stuff like shooting through portals, keeping yourself moving to save your life, jumping through your portal, closing it so your team or your enemies can't follow you, so on and so forth. It's an integral skill to the game. You can cover an objective from afar and shoot into it. If the hot zone is there, stay here. You're not in the, just throw a grenade in there. Really great for firecracker, by the way, just clearing out people who are planting or defending. But here's one that I think is a little bit more advanced and not just something covered by the tutorial. So when you're placing your portals, you want to think about, you don't want to telegraph your move to the other team, right? So like if you're taking fire over here and you're going to move over here, maybe there's somebody already over here and in this area. So if I should put my first portal here, then my second portal here, and I'm ready to go and surprise them. If I telegraph my move and I go, and you got to do what you got to do when you're in the heat of the moment. But if I put my first portal there, and there's somebody here watching this area or watching from over here, they know, okay, this guy just put a portal here. He hasn't placed his first portal yet. You can see it's not open, just looking at it. He's going to be coming there. They're going to take a look at it. They're going to be ready for you. They're going to kill you. So if you put it here, okay, well, now you're going to be taking fire probably through it immediately because you've telegraphed your move. So instead, again, what you want to do is put your first portal here and then your second portal there and then rush through for maximum surprise. There's another very simple one, but I feel like it's underutilized by a lot of players. Cancel your enemies' portals. If you're not doing anything, like maybe you just spawned, you're running here, and you see one of your enemies' portals right here, just cancel it. And if you don't know, all you have to do is put a portal over it, and it cancels their portal. That's gonna prevent the team from wherever they are from portaling right into your base. And you can do this anywhere. And I don't know about you guys, but there's nothing more disruptive in this game than you're planning your portals. You're about to do something, or you go through and you're trying to go back through your portal, but before you can go back through, somebody closed it on you, and then you're screwed out in the open. So I feel like it's basic, but it's kind of underutilized by a lot of players. All right, this is really important for learning stuff for your objective modes, which basically like Firecracker, for example, Domination. Modes where there's objectives and portaling across the maps. Portaling is important in every mode, obviously, but portaling across the maps and kind of learning pathways. This will help you practice. So go to play and go to custom games. You're gonna create your own lobby. So create lobby, map name. I'm gonna go to Eden, and then mode doesn't really matter because you're just gonna be practicing. You just hit like deathmatch or whatever. Free for all deathmatch doesn't really matter. You're gonna hit create lobby. You're gonna be by yourself. You can put bots in there if you want to, really to practice. But then you hit play, obviously. And then again, what this is for, the main point is to kind of find ways when you're uninterrupted, when you're in the game, to help yourself, imagining yourself stealing the split ball in Firecracker or whatever, to find the fastest way across the map. So, for example, you kind of just run in here, you start your game, and then you can kind of, in your head, hey, if I'm over here, like, here's the split ball. What do you call that? I don't know what to call it. Altar. You steal a split ball, and then you can here, and then where's the nearest portal pad? Just come out, take a look. That's the point, right? So you can just go from here to here, and then run out here, and then you figure it out. Oh, there, and then I'm right here. Go up and over, and then I scored for my team. So that's the whole point of this, and that's not necessarily the fastest route. I'm not a pro player, but you can just do stuff like that in these custom games. It's kind of an important tool to build your portaling skills and pass through the map. All right, this one is a tip for the FUBAR, which is the rocket launcher, which holds 3 rounds in the chamber, so to speak. There's 3 chambers in this thing. So a lot of you have probably played it if you're just playing the game, and you notice it shoots all 3 projectiles at once if you left click. But you can actually fire each chamber or round singularly. If you can hit your shots, you can actually save some ammo. Obviously, the explosion size is much smaller. So if you just do a standard fire a shot, you shoot 3 projectiles, that's it, big explosion. But if you want to just do one, all you have to do is ADS, and watch this. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. So if you want to save your ammo and try to maximize it, use it just a little differently, then that's how you do it. But speaking of the power weapons, guys, like the FUBAR, the Deadbolt, the BFB, the Splitstream, the Borealis, there's another one, at least another one coming in the Season 1 update. I'm playing the low grav mode, by the way, which is chaos right now. Things look a little weird. Please control the power weapons. I don't know why I'm seeing so many people leave the power weapons and just ignore their spawns. I feel like maybe younger players aren't familiar with arena shooters and map control. But if you're playing Splitgate 2, you grab the FUBAR, that's a minimum of 2 free kills, guys. And in objective mode, that can make the difference in stopping a push or starting a push and getting to a zone or getting to the Firecracker or whatever. Sniper rifle, one-shot potential. Borealis, really strong. Splitstream can be very strong. It's a very quick TTK. Of course, I know there's a lot of opinions about some of these guns, which ones you like, which ones you don't like, but they're power weapons for a reason. They have very fast killing potential. Do not let the other team get them. You will likely lose the game if you do not control those power weapon spawns. So please, when you see the weapons spawn, watch the timers. They're right on your screen. It tells you, it starts a countdown at 30 seconds. Try to get there, get it for your team. With a teammate, maybe, you and a teammate, go get it. And use those 2 rockets with your teammate to rush in, steal a Firecracker, get back to the base, so on and so forth. Now I want to talk about loadouts for a second. So your loadouts, if you've ever played Call of Duty or whatever, you're very familiar with the system, but the idea is to make different loadouts for different situations. Don't just put the same attachments on all of your guns. Certain players like myself have certain attachments we tend to like. I do add extended range to virtually all of my guns to make them more universal. But something to keep in mind is you want different loadouts for different situations, for different maps. There are maps that are more close combat. There are maps that are longer range, obviously, like Onslaught. So take a look at all the attachments and the perks, because your perks might be different too. So here's my shotgun build for Sabrask, for example, which is, if you didn't know, a very hard-hitting, kind of defensive, hold your ground faction. I'm thinking about doing a video comparing all the factions, by the way, and breaking them down. If you want that, leave a comment and let me know. But so my shotgun build, I have the melee mend perk, where all my other classes, I use the faster reload. Obviously, shotgun, you're shooting a little less. The melee mend, melee kills trigger health regen. You're gonna be meleeing a lot with a shotgun, so that's important. And then I don't even have it unlocked yet, but I'm gonna show you here the attachments for the shotgun. I have laser sight, which reduces spread, kind of like a choke. But then you could also do melee knuckles, would be a great attachment for the shotgun kit. An extra durable shotgun grip that reduces the cooldown between melee attacks. You know, goes very well with melee mend perk. But I think rapid fire for the plow is actually going to be the play. This is a very slow firing shotgun, so rapid fire, that's going to be your play for a shotgun. But the general point is build different kits for different situations. So depending on how the other team is playing or what map you're on, you've got different options available to you, and obviously get the experience for them to unlock everything to its fullest extent. This is a simple one that's universal for virtually all competitive games, but it is important, and that is watch professional players and streamers to get better. You're going to find a lot of small tips watching these guys and girls who are very, very good at the game, and I want to recommend personally Micavelli to you guys. He's been a member of the Splitgate community forever. He's a pro player, insanely good, great guy all around, easy to watch, fun streamer. Check him out. You can also watch myself, twitch.tv/Reynolds. I'm not a pro, but I'm always into helping people out, so on and so forth, giving tips just like we are in this YouTube video. You'll find streamers that you like, but watch streamers. You're going to find portal paths you didn't know about, all sorts of little things. So if you want to get better at the game, watch streamers on Twitch, YouTube, whatever other platforms you want to watch out there. So this is one that may be more useful in the future, but if you don't know this already, there is a Splitgate 2 Companion App. I have it on my phone right here, if you can't see it. Right now, it's pretty basic. There is something that's kind of not getting a lot of attention. There's actually a Splitgate comic series which is available on here, which you can read for free. But we don't know what the future of this app is going to be. When I think of this app, I think they're probably going to have skins linked to this, skins that you can unlock in the game by doing various things. There's a little QR code scan thing right in here. Again, season 1's not even out yet, but they obviously made this app for a reason. They must have plans for it. I would like to see like stats, leaderboards. I think of the old Bungie.net type stuff on here that I feel like most games don't have anymore. Will we get stuff like heat maps? I don't know what the future of the Splitgate 2 Companion App is, but I just wanted to call it out. Check out the comic series if you want. I think there's going to be some skins available through this thing in the future. That wraps up our first Splitgate 2 tips and tricks video, but there's plenty more Splitgate 2 content coming to this channel. Be sure to subscribe if you want to watch all my future Splitgate 2 videos. We'll be covering everything from game news and announcements, more tips and tricks. Maybe I'll even summarize that comic series for you all. Right now, though, the most requested video is a faction breakdown, so if you want that, let me know in the comments or request whatever video you do want to see. But before I forget, here's a quick update on where Splitgate 2 stands heading into the close of the open beta and the announcement at Summer Game Fest. It's already been downloaded by over 1 million players. It's a top trending free-to-play game on both Xbox and PlayStation, and now 1047 Games have been adding maps and playlists to the open beta on almost a daily basis. This game's getting a ton of variety, a ton of content, attention and updates, and there's still a ton to come. Ranked play, fun social modes like Infection, One in the Chamber, they're surely lurking. More guns, more skins, more maps, modes, or whatever this massive surprise is with the Season 1 launch. I really think it's going to be a big deal. I have a new theory that I've developed, and I really want to share it, but I'm not going to just yet because I could be wrong. But let me know what you think it is down in the comments, and be sure to follow me on Twitch and Twitter because maybe I'll share it there. So that actually ends this video. Check out my award-winning Dead Drop inspired short film, the link above. We'll see you in the next video. Reynolds. Oh! Oh! I want some too, ready?
Heating up. Double
Dude. This video is sponsored by Fortnite. Support a creator code MAYOR. That's all you gotta do is plug MAYOR into your Fortnite or Epic Game Store. Support a creator slot. Whenever you make a purchase, and a portion of that purchase will go towards supporting my content. It costs you nothing. Just plug it in anytime you see support a creator in Fortnite or the Epic Game Store, and it will directly support my channel and help increase the budget for content like our live action Dead Drop short film, Midnight, which you can go watch right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the support. MAYOR in your supporter creator slot. Thanks a lot.